Hi everyone, this is Alan Redman, co-founder of Streamline Landlord Service. And in this video, we're going to talk about viewing requests, what they are, and how they help you manage your business. So first of all, a viewing request just helps us represent when a new prospect wants to view a property of yours that's either currently available or will be available in the near future. We're going to have to show it to them at some point. So this is how we help manage our showings. So first of all, let's just go over our current setup here. If we go into properties, manage, you can see I have two properties here. I have a condo and a house. If we go into viewing requests, I have no current viewing requests. If we go into people, I can see I've got a new prospect, Alex Axel, and I've got a current tenant, John Doe. And John is renting the condo. Okay, so John currently has a lease there. I've just put in some example dates. It's June 1st to May 31st of next year. So there's currently someone in the condo, but not somebody in the house. So let's pretend we're showing off the house pretty soon. So we're going to go properties, viewing requests, create a new viewing request. This list is all of our tenants and prospects combined. So we're going to be showing this place to Alex. We'll select the property. We're going to show him house number 1. You don't have to schedule it, but let's do that for this case. You wouldn't schedule it if you just wanted to make a note that Alex is interested in looking, but you don't have an exact time yet. But for now, let's say we do. Let's say today's June 21st, so why don't we say on the 23rd at 10:30 a.m. and we will send an invitation. What this does is this sends an invitation to Alex's email address, which I've actually got on another tab here. I've got all their email addresses open. So let's click save. And now I'm going to go to the landlord's email. So first we can see this created a viewing request. We can edit this if we want. We can change the date, change the time, or any other details. This is the landlord's email. So this will be what you see. You see a new viewing request has been scheduled. I'll load the image here. You'll notice there's this unsupported invitation. This depends on the email client that you're using. I'm using Proton Mail just to do my testing, but a lot of people use something like Gmail or Outlook or something else. And those all have calendar invite support. So what this invitation is a calendar invitation. So you can click that and that'll add the invite to your calendar just so you can have a reminder of it. If we were to change the time here, say from 10:30 to 12 p.m., a new email would be sent out sending you the new invitation. So it always stays up to date in your calendar. Then if I hop over to this email, this is the prospect's email. So this is Alex's email. He can see that he has a new viewing request scheduled as well. He also gets the calendar invite that we can't see for right now, but it tells him where, when, and who you'll be meeting, and the contact email of who you're meeting. So going back into here, that's how you would create a basic viewing request. Now, one other example that I want to show you is what would happen if we create a viewing request for an apartment that has somebody currently renting it. So the rule with that is, in general, you cannot enter in someone's unit without giving them 24 hours notice. You'll have to check with your local laws and regulations to see if an email notification constitutes notice. If it does, then that's great, but if it doesn't, you'll still have to give them a formal notice. So I'm just going to go and delete these emails just so we can clear out our mailbox. Now, let's delete this. Now let's say Alex decides, I don't want to rent a house anymore. I'm actually really interested in your condo. And let's just pretend that that condo is going to be up for availability soon. So we can create a new viewing request. Let's say Alex wants to see condo number 1. Oh, and by the way, if this property is a multi-unit property, like let's say you owned the whole building and there were many units, a new drop-down list appears here with the specific unit you can pick. So if it was unit 101, you'd be able to pick 101 here. So let's schedule something for, again, the 23rd at 10:30 a.m. and save that. Now we've got this here. We can see that this is the landlord's email. We'll just give that a second to come through. Of course, emails always take a while when I'm attempting to do a demo. So anyway, here's the one for, this is the email for the prospect. This is Alex's email. But the interesting thing here is I've switched back to, this is the tenant, the current tenant who's in there. This is John Doe. So he's the one who's currently renting the place. He gets an email as well saying there's been a new viewing request scheduled. Again, he can add this to his calendar. But what the interesting thing here is he can let you know, does this time work? Yes, it does. It would be fine for you to come at 10:30 a.m. on Thursday to show the unit off. If not, he can actually suggest a new date and time. This doesn't mean you necessarily have to follow that. It's just a suggestion, and it just kind of gives him a way to communicate with you about that. Now, this is the landlord's email. That email finally came through. But basically, the whole point of this is to keep everybody in the loop as to the current viewing request. We've got the landlord who's notified. We've got the current tenant who's notified, as well as the prospect who's coming in to look at the unit to rent it in the near future. So that's how we use viewing requests to help manage all of these things. And just one other note about viewing requests. You know, I've added one here myself manually, but if someone was to use the application link, we talk about that in a few other videos, but that can be accessed in Properties, Manage, and then go to the individual property. We can see there's this link, application link. Let's say Alex got this application link from a third-party website where we did our advertising. He can enter in his information right here and request a date and time to view, and that would show up in your viewing requests right here. So it's him automatically doing it, saying, hey, I'm interested, and you as the landlord get notified. You will get a new email here. So that's all there is to it with regards to viewing requests. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out at support@streamlinels.com. Thanks very much.